So ESI Attorneys, it's unique. It's a consulting firm and a law firm. Tell us about the thought process and the rationale behind that.
So discovery in and of itself, eDiscovery really requires a lot of combination of both speaking IT, speaking business, and litigation strategy. And at the time, it didn't feel like to me that it fit in particularly well with the billable hour model, simply because the idea was to achieve efficiencies in dealing with ESI. And that was very early on. That was before firms started setting up separate entities to handle ESI related issues and things like that. So ESI attorneys are essentially outsourced in-house counsel for entities that don't have someone who specializes in electronic discovery or who is paying attention to this all the time. And that's a lot of entities.
So ESI Attorneys is the first organization you founded, but not the only. Next came eDiscovery Assistant. What gave you the idea to start an eDiscovery case law database and knowledge center for legal professionals?
We needed to know what the rules were and what judges knew about electronic discovery in all those jurisdictions. So after 2006, there were a lot of changes to both state and federal district rules regarding electronic discovery. Judges started issuing their own orders. We needed to be able to know what they were pretty much on the initial call with the client for a case. So we built eDiscovery Assistant really early on as a back-end database for us to use as resources internally. And I started getting a lot of calls from colleagues asking me for information. So eventually we started building it out. The first iteration of it was an iPad app back in 2013, because at that time there was no responsive web design and there were no wired courtrooms. There was no internet in courtrooms. And then in 2018, we really re-rolled that out as a SaaS-based platform that's now commercially available to folks.